Hi, welcome to Key to Me Comics. I'm Jeff. Today is Dollar Bin Diving. So earlier today, I went to a shop near me in Arbutus, Maryland, Universal Comics. Now I've been in there several times before, um, a half dozen maybe. In all those times, I was checking for recent issues that I missed, but hadn't noticed that there was a hallway in the back. Down that hallway was a set of stairs. Down those stairs was a room. And in that room were lots and lots of dollar comics. Today was the first time I went down there and got through a bunch of boxes. Let me show you what I found. Found a couple of the Dynamite Gargoyles from, well, let's see, what year was this? These are the 2023 series. There's a couple more in this pile somewhere. I have a friend who's going to be excited that I found those for her. Grabbed this Spawn Batman variant cover of Wildcats 2, only because it's a Spawn cover and it was in really, really good shape. Yeah, no dings or dents on this. Might be a little bit of cover stuff, but it looks like chains actually, so I think we're good. Oh, this was a find. This is the Ed Piskor Red Room. Piskor's from Pittsburgh. Say that real fast. So I like to grab anything I see of his, especially if I can get it on the cheap. The Hip Hop Family Tree would be great to find, but I don't think I'm finding that in dollar bins. This was an older Buffy, 99. It's the #1 for the Origin. So I'm kind of excited to have found that. #1 Battlestar Galactica. Also something I'll enjoy reading. Here's another sort of Buffy the Vampire Slayer #6 from 2019, but it's France 1820. So I think my wife will like the period piece there. A couple of 80s Avengers titles coming up here. Mostly got them because they're a little bit older, and it's an era of the Avengers I enjoy reading. There should be a little bit of a run of Daredevil as well. These were in excellent condition for being in the dollar bin and being an early 90s vintage. Now this one I do already have a copy of, but this is in much better shape than the one I have. I do just love this Kingpin cover. It's one of my favorites. This is the Damage Control #2. I hadn't don't come across too many of the early ones, so I grabbed it. Firestorm, the Nuclear Man, #5. I've gotten several of the Firestorm in the past. Again, this is an 80s. I couldn't pass it up just to fill in the run there. Here's a Green Lantern. It's like December 82 was when that came out. It used to be $1.20, now it's $1, so a good deal there. Oh, here's the other gargoyles I was able to find. This one, I think these are all that 2019 series vintage. Yeah, or 2023. and this one also the 2023. Here's just an old Transformers from the original 80s to 90s run, number 33. So it's a little later in the series. Just grabbed it on a whim because I've got several of the very early ones. I just wanted to throw another one in the breach there. Death, the High Cost of Living, number 1. One of 3. I have number 3, and I'm still looking for number 2. So this one I picked up just because the cover was really cool. I thought this was damage to the cover, but it's such a great reproduction of a Warren vinyl cover that they actually put where the right in here, if you can see it, the wear ring where when the records sit next to each other. And I thought the cover was kind of buggered up because it goes all the way around, but it's not. And I'll see what it's like. Oh, this was a cool one to find. This is Marvel Age number 1, only 25 cents. This is in 1983. I mean, it's probably the thinnest book I've ever bought, but it's the first of the Marvel Age stuff, and I decided it was worth $1. Oh, and there's an interesting one. Advertisement for Coyote on the back, which is really strange. An epic comic on the back of a Marvel. I think McFarlane, his first published work was in Coyote. So just an advertisement for it. It's an interesting one. Plus the sort of rip-off of the National Lampoon by this magazine, or we'll shoot this dog cover that they did in the 70s. First issue of Omega Men. Just, finding a number 1 in the bin, especially of a vintage. And it kind of goes with that. Oh boy, there was another one here. Yeah, the Green Lantern. In fact, that Green Lantern is featuring the Omega Men. So I figured I should get the number 1 Omega Man that was there. Here's one, Darkhold. Just decided to get it. The Darkhold is an interesting thing, so why not? Now here's an offbeat thing. 59 cents. It's a Crusaders comic. Playing off the popularity of The Exorcist, and this came out in 1975. But I had to have this because this is a 50-year-old comic that looks like it was put in the dollar bin yesterday after being on the shelf for a little bit too long. But it's in such immaculate shape. It was a no-brainer buy. This one's for my daughter. We used to watch Hilda together, so I wanted to get her. I saw this, and it looks like it might be a continuation of the story that I feel like they skipped over part of in the show. So that's a win too. Alpha Flight Annual number 1. Yeah, why not? More Avengers of that 80s era, and Vision versus Quasimodo. Something interesting. I really just I love the character bubbles on covers. I wish they'd do it more, and this is just such a neat way of doing it. I really like it. Oh, and I missed that on the back of Alpha Flight. We got a new universe coming this summer. That's actually one thing I didn't find in the dollar bins today. No new universe. Didn't go through all the boxes, of course. But, okay. This is the rest of the stack. This was really cool to find. There's another one in here. Let me see. Couldn't have gone too far. Well, I guess it did. But I got two of these supervillain team-ups, both Doom and Red Skull. I'm pretty sure they're sequential episodes. Issues. Been watching too much TV. In any case, 30-cent comic. I'm gonna get it for $1. More Daredevil. Again, just love the anniversary cover. Every character, every Marvel character there that had an active book at that point in time. More Daredevil. I like the McDaniel covers. They are always interesting, very stark. Just he does a good job. Now, this was an interesting find. Deadshot Beginnings #1, 4-issue miniseries. Only had the #1 issue, so because DC Comics aren't just for kids. We put dead in the title. It's another one like the Transformers. I've used to have some G.I. Joe comics, early series. This one's seen a much better day, but it's an early one, issue 17. Just decided I should have one in my collection. Ooh, didn't even see that. One really cool Return of the Jedi video game cartridge for Atari. But yeah, I hadn't seen this water damage on the back. Not that it would have deterred me. I grabbed this Avengers. It's a little bit later, being in the 90s, than I prefer to read, but it's a She-Hulk episode. I did it again episode. The She-Hulk issue, so I grabbed it, and it looks like we have a little munchy munch on the corners here at the bottom, so not too happy about that. Let's see here. I picked up a few early Tarzans. These are the 35 centers. These are 1978. I believe all three. Well, this might be 77 for number 20, but decided to grab those. Oh, here's an interesting one. I had never seen this before. This is a parody Hellshock, and I really thought it was a Hellshock issue. So I'm gonna enjoy reading that. I really do. I like a parody issue, or even a parody series. Found a huge run of She comics, so I decided to grab a lot of them. We got She East Wind Rain issues 1 and 2. There'll be more later. I also found issue 2 and 3 of Bill and Ted Are Doomed. I think I got picked up issue 3 for Dave at one point in time, so now I have one. And I think this is a one-shot from Opus. Bill and Ted Presents Death. So I have no idea anything about it. This came out just a couple years ago, just 2002. I guess it came out in the along with the movie that came out. Oh yeah, found an old issue of Wizard, April '97. So enjoy going back and looking at all the old stuff here. Let's see. This is '97. Um, let's just pick an easy one. New Mutants. And New Mutants 98 goes for the steep price of $8. Wish I had money back then. But no. Weird War Tales. Grab this because these are always fun to read. This one looks like it's medieval, crusade maybe. Another parody. This is the Great Lakes Avengers. So that you know, you've got your Avengers, you got your West Coast Avengers, you've got your Great Lakes Avengers. This is from Now Comics with Marvel tick on it, so I'm not sure what that deal is. Looks like there might be a little water damage along the bottom, but maybe that'll come out with a little press. Don't see credits there. Oh, this was a cool find. Number 3, Howard the Duck. I mean, it's like a 2, maybe a 3. It's a low quality book at this point, but it's a 78, so why not? Here's that other supervillain team up, Doom and Red Skull. This was issue 11. The other was issue 12. Oh, I'd found a Righteous Thirst for Vengeance number 1 a little while back. I still haven't gotten around to reading it, but saw the number 2 and decided it was worth having on hand for $1. I grabbed a couple of the slightly older. I hate 10 years old. I hate to call older, but the more recent Star Wars books. They had a bunch in the dollar bin. I haven't read really any of the ones that came out in the last 10 years. At least definitely not of the main Star Wars series. This is the Dark Horse before Marvel pulled it away, I guess, or just as Marvel pulled it away. And then I got a bunch of the Marvel run here, 7, 10, and these are in pretty darn good shape. This 52 is in decent shape. A couple more of the Rikishi. Number 2. Now I gotta find number 1. Somehow I had never picked up the She Grifter, so now I have it for $1. This is the main She series. This is issue number 12. I definitely never got that high before I took my hiatus from comic books, so now I got some fill-ins to find. And this is She the series. I don't know what the difference is there between the ongoing She series and She the series. And I believe this is the A cover for the main series. But number 2 is A cover, which I forget the C cover or D cover. They did a couple, and picked this up for $1. At one point, this one was going for 10. So let's just, since this is the last book, let's take a quick look. Boy, this bag needs replaced. Well, these will all be getting new bags and boards soon enough. But I don't see any significant. I mean, it's got some spine ticks, but nothing that. Maybe one that's breaking color. You can see one right there that breaks color. Maybe that one does too. I'll have to get out the black light to really see. This was a 94. You know what? I'm not even going to bother putting it back in this nasty thing. Okay, so there you have it. Those are my finds from Universal Comics in Arbutus, Maryland today. I definitely found some books that I'm going to enjoy. I hope you can get down there if you live in the area, or get to whatever shop is closest to you, do some dollar bin diving, and find some books that are key to you. See you next time.